I'm standing in a very iconic location. This is Lakemba, Sydney, Australia. It is where, when last year's student revolution took place in Bangladesh, people gathered here in the middle of what we call Dhaka, or known as Lakemba in Sydney, to celebrate and mark what was an incredible series of events leading to the ouster of Sheikh Hasina, who had been in power for 16 years with her Awami League party. Now, over the next couple of weeks, our team was getting ready to commemorate those incredible events. And as we were doing so, this horrendous event has taken place in Bangladesh last Friday, in which a brother by the name of Sohag was murdered in cold blood, literally stoned to death with massive rocks thrown over his head, in images that have gone viral across the world, not just Bangladesh, videos that have been taken, and which have led to an outpouring of anger and grief on the streets of Bangladesh once again. What was Sohag's crime? Sohag was an honest businessman who was being extorted by people who wanted to collect money that was not theirs. It was this sort of corruption, it was this sort of unfairness that students rallied against last year in what became known as the July Revolution, leading to the ouster of Sheikh Hasina. Now, circumstances are different behind this particular incident, and it's not the same as last year. But it does go to the heart of one important issue, which is that the student movement of Bangladesh is alive, well, and kicking. And the spirit that led to the downfall of a tyrant in 2024 is still very much alive. A lot has been achieved in this last year. But the one and very important thing to note is that these current protests that are happening all across the country, at the major universities, Dhaka University, Jahangir University, and Buat University, these are all a sign that the very spirit that led to the ouster of Hasina is still there. That the students are coming out in their tens of thousands to say that there is a Bangladesh that they have in mind, one that is built on justice, dignity, and the Islamic principles of fairness. Now, this moment is also a warning that those who seek to proliferate the injustice, the corruption, the skullduggery of the old Bangladesh will not be welcome. That this sort of state of affairs will not be accepted. And this is the message that the student movement is sending. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to keep our young brothers and sisters in Bangladesh steadfast, to allow them to keep fighting for justice, and to grant justice to the killers of Brother Sohag. We ask Allah to grant him shahada and to bless the future of Bangladesh.